You really don't see what you're doing. Hey YouTube, it's Will from Jones Hay and Cattle. Hope everyone's doing all right. Before we get started, hit that like, share, subscribe button, and go ahead and hit that notification button. That way it'll get you set up and you'll get the newest videos as we post them. So today we are out doing some land management on the North 80. I have help from my boys, Liam, who is 8. Liam, wave at the camera.
Hi.
And then you got Clayton way back there. Clayton, wave at the camera. There you go. So anyway, this is where we've been filming a lot of our videos right now, just because it's not really anything going on in the hay field besides watching fertilizer and fuel prices go up. Clayton has been working on the wood pile that we had talked about getting done. He's got a hell of a good dent on it. We'll get all this picked up, take all those out. He's putting them on a burn pile. And we took out the big guns today, and we got the John Deere 410G out. So it is a hell of a tractor. I mean, it will get it. I'm gonna try before the end of today to have a lot of this looking like I did right there. He's putting the piles of wood on the burn pile, and then Liam is going to work on shoveling the dirt. He wanted some dirt so he could start filling in the trenches. The trench had like a low spot. He's going to get his little gloves on and get that shovel, and he's going to start filling that up. So all right, so we're in here. Crank it on. AC. There's one notch. AC blows cold. You never know when you might need to go, so we always have that. I got one just like that in my other tractor, so all tractors have these. Anyway, of course, you got your joystick here. Works the loader. Your throttle is back here. We'll go up to, I like to keep it around 1200 RPMs. 12 to 1300 is where I like to keep it. There we go. Perfect. That's looking good. I'll keep an eye on it. Let's see what the little man has to say. What's up?
I have a splinter.
Okay, let me check. Alright, so little man has a little splinter in his thumb, and I hate to see him get something like that, but at the same time I'm glad that he can see now that I know what I'm talking about when I tell him to wear his gloves. So anyhow, you see Clayton, he's got his gloves on, and Liam's gloves are over there where the dirt's at, so he's gonna get them on, and I guarantee you he's gonna leave them on now. So anyhow, let's get to work. All right, this thing was an absolute beast. Ran real good. I forget just how much a backhoe can do compared to a regular tractor, and how much more of a, it's more like a dozer than it is a tractor. But anyway, you can see what all we got accomplished. There's a lot of this brush is like loose. It's like, see, there's piles over there and over there. That's loose. I just got to do that. This brush here is loose. Before, you could not walk through here like this. It's crazy. But you can see all through here now, all the way to over there. I think once I clear out this tomorrow, I'm gonna get down here. I'm gonna work on getting this big group pushed out to the open, and then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna start working on this area right here. Start pushing this stuff and cleaning it up. So yeah, it's coming along great. Wow, it looks really good. Huh. Never thought I'd see the day this looked like that. Looks pretty amazing. It's coming along nicely.
Looks good.
Yep, you did a great job.
Thank
you. Liam?
You did good too.
You did a good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Look at that. You got that dirt perfectly put. Look at that. Man, you a dirt man. There you go. All right, it is the next day. We are back down here. We ended up getting a little bit of a late start. We decided to bring my son wanted to get the 8-foot shredder and bring it down here. It's a 3-point. So anyway, to make a long story short, anything that went wrong could have gone wrong with it. Didn't line up. The PTO was kind of froze up, so I had to unhook it completely back, put a chain around it, pop it out, clean it up, put new grease on it, make sure it was good to go. And anyway, it's back here now. I brought 3 bales of hay. Whenever we get done with the backhoe, we always put the bucket in the front down, and I drop this thing in the back to the ground just to keep the weight off everything. Okay, so it's been a few days and we are back at the field on the 410G backhoe. I was using it the other day and it lost some power. I mean, a lot of power. So I wasn't quite sure what was going on. I didn't know if it was a fuel issue or air filter or what. So I just turned it off. It was getting late anyway, so I parked it. Came back the next day, put some hydraulic oil in it, topped it off, topped everything off, and got in it, used it for about 5 minutes. Seemed to run pretty good for about 5 minutes, and then it started doing the same thing again. So anyway, I know the backhoe's down. Anytime I park it for a while, overnight, I drop the boom and put the bucket down, get the weight off the tires. But anyway, I talked to my dad about it. I was asking him when's the last time he changed the fuel filter, and it was about a year ago, he said, or last year he did it sometime. And I told him what happened, and he said it was starting to do that last time he used it. So what he ended up having to do was, the suction for this thing is right here, and so to get to it, you have to I think you gotta take this tank off, which there's 3 bolts right here, 1, 2, and 3 in the back, and you got your 3 right here in the front. I'll probably take like the front end loader of my other tractor with the forklifts, forklift forks, put it underneath it to kind of hold it up, loosen those bolts, drop it down to where I can get to it, take it out, and there's a long screen inside of it. And he said last time I had like a bunch of stuff on that screen, and so he cleaned it out. He put diesel treatment in the tank, and then he topped the tank off, and then they parked it, and that's when I went and got it, you know, here recently. And I'm guessing either what he did in the tank helped clean it out, and now it's just the fuel filter that's bad, it needs to be changed, which I bought that the other day. Or after I change the fuel filter, if it's still doing it, then I'll probably end up having to take these 6 bolts off, drop the tank down a little bit to get back in there where that long screen is, and then clean the stuff off of it. So anyway, the cows are needing some hay, and so what I'm going to do is, before he had used it, while he was using it, he had a hay spike on the front of this thing, and instead of having to do all that, I want to do is I brought my hay spike from the house, and I'm just going to change the hay spike out, put it on that tractor, and then I can just put hay out for his cows with my tractor, and that way I don't have to worry about dealing with this one right now, because I don't think I have time really to do a whole lot of that work with the fuel system. I do have to go to work in a few hours. And anyways, yeah, that's what's going on. We're gonna get in the tractor now, and the 5100, I'll drop off the bucket, put the hay spike on it, and then go get some hay. All right, change of plans. I'm gonna have to go back to the house and get the air compressor because this tire is low. It's very low. I don't want to, and that's what the shredder weight off of. I don't want to fix that shredder up. It's going to get even worse. So before I take the tire off the bead, I'm going to go home and get the air compressor, bring it up here, air it up, and then I can work on everything else. All right, so it's been a few days. Had to go back to work. I'm off this weekend. The other day I was able to do a little bit of brush clearing with the backhoe. I changed out the fuel filter and I turned it on to see if that fixed the problem, and it didn't. So it's got to be something wrong with that screen in the diesel tank. The only other thing it might be is that return line might be clogged. That regulates the fuel pressure, but I don't think it's that, since when I did change the fuel filter out, it did have some of that red gunk in there. So I imagine it's something clogged on that screen in the tank. But anyway, right now we're putting out hay. We're gonna get 4 bales put over here. These cows are all at, and then 1 bale is gonna go across the road where my grandma has some of her cows. But anyway, we're gonna do that, see what time it is. If we have time, I might start messing with that tractor. I gotta put the pallet forks on my other tractor just to hold the tank up so I can get to it. But anyway, we're gonna see what we can get done, and I'm not gonna be able to work all day today. I gotta go to a birthday party, and after that I am gonna go, I think I'm gonna, oh, well, not think I am, I'm going into work. So anyway, let's see what we can get done this morning, and maybe we can get some progress done. So let's go. All right, so there went Dad. What we ended up doing, we got the diesel tank off the tractor. We pulled it off, and this is the this is what was on that tank. We pulled it out, so this was on there like that. We got it out, and what it is this screen right here was full of, I guess it was rust. It looked like a red slime. So I took some WD-40, we cleaned it all off, made it look pretty nice. And so it was about half full. We had 3 empty diesel cans. So right now we're draining it. We're gonna fill up these 3 cans. Hopefully that'll be enough to drain the tank all the way out, because it was about half full. So it should be about right. After we do that, I'm gonna look at it. Took his flashlight, looked in the tank, and the sides looked pretty good. It was just the up here on the neck, you can see where it has a lot of rust. I don't know if you can see that or not. See rust right there, but if you look further down in there, the rest of the tank, you can see right there was kind of shining. The whole tank mostly looks like that. So we don't know if it's just because of what's right here or what else is in the tank. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna drain this tank out, and if the bottom has a lot of rust on it, then I can just bring my pressure washer up here, since I have water here now. I can just pressure wash it out here somewhere, and just keep it on the forks. That way it's easier to maneuver it. But anyway, that's what's going on. After that, it will take care of the problem. Like I said, that screen that was on that sending unit was clogged full, and so we took it, cleaned it, and he had to do it before a few times. So there's just no telling, you know, how much time I had to accumulate is what it was. Like I said, I don't know if it's just what's right there. The sides overall look really good, so I just don't know. Like I said, if it's just some sludge on the bottom, I'll take the pressure wash it, take the pressure washer and wash it, and drain it out, and run a little diesel in there, wash it around, and dump it out again, and that way we can clean it up, and hopefully it'll take care of all the problems. I'm gonna put a big rag in here, and then try to clean this up with some emery cloth, and take care of that as well. Okay. Yeah. All right.
I don't know how it's not.
It's a different jar.
Are these two are different? Those two are different?
Yes, yeah, this one looks the same on the handle on top.
Yeah.
All right, so it is the next day. I am back out here. Clayton stayed at the house, so it's just me. We emptied this much out of the tank so far. There's still some in it, so I brought 2 more containers to dump it in. So I'm gonna put that in there, and hopefully that'll be enough to drain the tank. After we drain the tank, then we will look into it and see how bad the rust is. Still out here draining. I try to look in this container. Right here you can kind of see there's rust on the bottom. If I thought I could get this thing in there without losing it, I'd drop my GoPro in there. But I don't see that being a possibility. I think what we need to do is pressure wash it myself. Alright. We took the Kubota to the North 80. Picked up this tank. Got it back home. I was able to tilt the bed of the Kubota so that way it drains up this hole. And you can already see the crap that's coming out of it. I mean, it's nasty. So I'm gonna keep hitting it with this pressure washer until it gets kind of cleared up. That way I know we get most of it out. So I'm gonna keep on doing this. All right, here we go. All right, the tank is cleaned out. I'm gonna let it air dry for the night. Tomorrow I'll put some diesel in it and drive it around and swash it around. Then that way I can get any kind of excess water out. And then we will hook it all back up and get it back installed. And so this will be a 2-part video. So let's see what happens.